So you want to know what it takes to put on a top-notch enduro mountain bike race? Or in this case, a mountain bike enduro event, part of a statewide series? Then this is the race series you want to pay attention to. This is the second annual Chubb Enduro of the Missouri Enduro Series. And as you can see from last year, we had a pretty wet and wild ride. But even in dry conditions, Chubb Trail offers plenty of challenges. That's one tough racer got right up and crossed the finish line. Plenty of high-speed downhill technical sections blowing right through the tape. And that's how you shatter a helmet. Don't worry, he was okay.
Ready to go, Red!
And sadly, this is how you break your coccyx.
Oh, great!
And if you have expectations to have a lot of people lining up to ride your super awesome trails, you better be ready to knock out quite a few other elements first. And our community is really lucky. We have a 20-plus-year-old group of all volunteers, Gateway Off-Road Cyclists, who not only maintains the trails, but was willing to come out and prep everything ready for this race. And with this kind of care and dedication, you get this kind of exciting trail. And that's the kind of rough, raw trail that people seek out for the best enduros, resulting in many hundreds in attendance. But before the race can begin, you got to close the trails down.
Sorry, folks, park's closed.
When you have people from all over the country showing up, you got to give them a good chance to get some free riding in.
Any of this stuff, man?
I love it. First time.
For being his first time at Chubb Trail, he sure has some guts. While there's some people that take their racing really serious, most are not paid. And rather, compared to the races of old, today, the most successful enduros are more like a festival or a party that happens to have a race in it, filled with sponsors, vendors, and a lot of smiling mountain bikers. And no mountain bike series would be complete without an event host. In this case, Matt from Loki Events. And just sometimes the race host needs to be reminded to get over there and just start this thing.
Ready for this race.
Woo! These guys right here are doing the course. These are my course guys. The map is legit because of Jeff and his son Jax. His son Jax, give him a round of applause right here.
The best enduros are only successful when they have great course routes, trails properly marked, a great timing system, and of course a map that is awesome and ensures that you can find your way.
Yeah.
For all this super fast downhill fun, you gotta earn that by climbing some grueling uphill sections. In order to connect the trail systems so you don't have overlap, we use both roads and off-road climbing, which will tire out any racer and leads directly to one of the best parts, the catered lunch. And post-lunch, you get the crowd pleaser, the final stage, the big hit. If you want a successful enduro, you need to find something to involve the crowd. And just because the race ended doesn't mean the party's over. A catered dinner and award show is expected at the best enduros. In our case, hosted by Camilla's Mexican restaurant in Eureka, Missouri. It really helps to find a restaurant like this that supports the cycling community so much.
She is the only junior. On top of that, all right, on top of that, she's from Lockport, Illinois, which is, yeah, in the Chicago suburbs. She literally drove all the way from Chicago to come to this.
And if you put on such a great event, that'll happen for you too at your enduro. Getting people to drive in from all over the country. We founded GORC Gravity to help communities bring mountain bike parks and skills areas to their cities. We had the fine privilege of assisting in the opening of the first shuttle downhill mountain bike park in the state of Missouri. So subscribe, like, and share our content to help us keep this momentum going. Thanks.